Hello and happy Friday. Angus here at the Bureau taking a look at your weekend forecast across the country with a couple of key areas to hone in on. Rain clearing New South Wales after a very wet week there, but some flood impacts will remain, and hot on the heels of a cold front last night through Perth, another one approaching southwestern WA. Here's the national map for Saturday morning. We'll give it a pause, just highlight the key areas. These low pressures down here off of the southeast of the country have been driving the rain onto the New South Wales coast, but they're moving away and taking the rain with them on Saturday. Meanwhile, on the other side of the country, that initial front which crossed Perth yesterday evening has left a little remnant band of moisture and rainfall over the central west district, which will get persistent wet weather on Saturday, mostly north of Perth, but a few showers back into the city. Then for Sunday, a couple of new features enter the fray, including the next cold front, which is going to arrive in the southwest by around about Sunday morning, maybe 6 a.m. Western Australia time. That front could pass through Perth with another round of showers and gusty winds. And the only other thing to point out on the map is this weak feature, which is going to cross the southeast on Sunday as well. Bring some morning showers to Hobart and Adelaide, and some showers through the middle of the day around Melbourne. Outside of that, it's high pressure, it's clear skies, it's settled weather, it's sunshine with some chilly morning temperatures through Queensland, Northern Territory and Northern WA. Let's zoom in on those areas, just a bit more detail around the key focal points here. So Saturday morning, the main rain band moving away from the country, still likely to see some showers around this corner for Gippsland and Victoria, as well as the south coast in New South Wales, but nothing like the intensity of the rainfall that we saw over the past couple of days, where some places around southern Sydney and the Illawarra saw 200 to 300 millimetres of rain, about 2 months worth of rainfall falling in less than 3 days. Because we did see that heavy rain, there are still likely to be some flood warnings in play, as these river levels are running really high at the moment on the back of that rainfall. In particular, take note of this orange area here. That's the Hawkesbury Nepean River, a major river that runs in towards the Sydney area, which is in the orange colour. Moderate flooding expected there through Friday night, potentially into Saturday morning, before those river levels should start to ease through the weekend without much further rainfall forecast. Now to the other side of the country, persistent wet weather around the central west forecast district may lead to severe weather warnings being issued north of Perth through the course of the weekend. It will just rain there for a long time, not necessarily super heavy, but hour after hour of rainfall. On Sunday, the next front will move through. It's going to be quite early on in the day when it does cross Perth, but showers, gusty winds, maybe some thunderstorms expected there. And by the end of the weekend, some reasonably widespread rain ought to have fallen across southwestern Western Australia. Most places getting a decent dose, including some of these inland areas which have missed out on the last couple of fronts. Some of these spots here where the warnings may be issued could see between 50 and 100 millimetres over the next couple of days, possibly isolated spots even seeing more than that. Not as much in Perth, but another 15 to 25 seems likely with that next front. And the next one that does roll through is also going to make for some very strong winds, particularly Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening. We'll really see the wind strengthen across southern WA with wind gusts potentially 70, 80, maybe 90 kilometres an hour. And once again, severe weather warnings are possible. A quick look at nationwide temperatures for the next few days. Nothing too out of the ordinary for this time of year, but it will be chilly through the mornings, particularly across northern Australia. Low single digits in parts of Northern Territory and central Queensland. Even around the coast, Darwin 16. That would be their coolest morning of the year so far. So it's a little out of the ordinary in terms of those cold mornings. The daily high temperatures are standard, high 20s across the north, low to mid-teens across the south, and just grading between the two for central Australia. And it's rinse and repeat stuff for Sunday. Some more chilly temperatures, maybe even light smatterings of frost in southern parts of the Northern Territory and Queensland. Then clear skies and sunny days with about seasonal temperatures in most places, although we will see a little bit of wild weather rolling through the far south of WA. And before you say, I forgot, I didn't, it's a long weekend for most states and territories. I know it's not everyone, but a quick look at what's going on Monday. Generally speaking, it's high pressure and clear skies for most. The wet weather should slowly clear out of Perth. And just the only other thing to be aware of, we've got the next band of rain and strong winds approaching the southeast late in the day on Monday. Could finish off the long weekend with a shower in Melbourne, Adelaide and Hobart. Really, we're talking about a weather story for Tuesday, but it's one to keep in the back of your mind as the long weekend comes to a close. As always, weather and warnings will be fresh and up to date at the Bureau website and app, and we'll keep you updated on our social media channels too.